Joining us in the studio is Dave Hostetter. He is the Planetarium curator at Lafayette Science Museum and Planetarium, and very exciting coming up on the 21st. This hasn't happened in 30, how many years?
Oh, gosh, 1979 was the last total eclipse in the United States, continental United States, but they happen almost every year somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world, but we're getting a good, pretty good view of it. It's going to be pretty good for us, right?
It'll be about a 73% eclipse, so it may get a little dim. I don't expect it to get dark. If it starts to get dim around 125, look to the right of the sun. Maybe you can spot Venus.
Very nice. Okay, so you guys are going to be set up at Parc Sans Souci?
That's right. I'll have some safe solar telescopes and other ways to observe the eclipse safely. The library is going to be there. They're going to be helping us. We're going to be helping them, and we'll also be live streaming it for people who can't make it to the park. And if it's cloudy, and it's going to be beautiful, but if it's cloudy, then you can go to our website and get on NASA TV from there. lafayette.youtube.org.
lafayette.youtube.org. All right, we're going to have all of this on the website for them to, on our website for them to click on as well. Okay, I know you know a lot of stuff because I've visited with you before, and you just blow me away with everything you know, that even stuff that has nothing to do with astronomy. But I want to ask, when these events first started happening, they've been happening forever. What did people used to think?
That would vary from culture to culture. I guess one of the traditions that I've heard about is that the ancient Chinese used to think that there was a dragon eating the sun, and they would go out and bang pots and pans and make noise and try to scare the dragon away, and it always seemed to work.
Eventually.
Yeah, always seemed to work.
That's amazing. And, you know, I find stories like these fascinating because we look at before science of explanations of things. I mean, the Earth was flat until we traveled it, you know, and it just brings to the forefront how important science is in figuring things out and taking things we might be afraid of and explaining them. There you go.
That's really an important thing. Carl Sagan, I think it was, that said that science is the best way we have of not fooling ourselves. So, I mean, that's one of the things that science does. It helps you to understand what's actually going on around you. And eclipses and so forth, that's been part of the human experience as long as there have been humans.
Amazing. All right, so the eclipse coming up on the 21st. I know that there are other great things to view at the science, at the museum. What's going on right now? What do you guys have on display?
We have a really nice VR exhibit, and you can do all kinds of tours on that. It's definitely pretty spectacular. We've got some fossil casts, we've got meteorites, we've got the planetarium programs, a space exhibit, live insects, some biology. Pretty shortly, we're going to have some stuff on the oil field and paleontology in two other parts of our building. So we've got stuff, and we've got new stuff coming in.
If you haven't been to the planetarium yet, or if you haven't been in a while, you guys have upgraded your computer systems, and that really blew me away as well.
It's amazing. This is like the type of planetarium we used to dream about when I was starting out in the 70s. But the Planetarium Star Machine is gone, replaced by digital projectors. We can fly through the universe. We can do constellations for tonight. We can do what are basically movies that are all around you. We've got one going on now at 4 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays about training astronauts underwater for weightlessness. So all kinds of different things that we can do in the planetarium that we really couldn't do before.
How far out from Lafayette do you have to go before you can get a good view of the night sky? I know the lights affect it.
The lights affect it a lot. I'm not sure there's many places south of I-10 that an astronomer would really consider to be dark. The area outside Thistlewaite's not bad.
Okay.
You can get up toward up north of Jena and Kisatchie and places like that, and that's pretty nice. But if you want serious darkness, you're looking Arizona, New Mexico, West Texas, places like that.
When I was in the military, we had to go out to the desert and do some maneuvers, and man, that sky just opened up at night.
Yeah.
It is. It's amazing. There's so much out there.
Until you get out in a place like that, you haven't really seen the sky.
Right. When are we going to know everything there is to know about the universe?
Oh, I hope never. That would be no fun.
Dave, thanks for joining us. The website once again.
lafayette.sciencemuseum.org.